Hey guys, what's up? We are Rivals from Los Angeles, California. I'm Kaylee Wolf. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Mickett Whittle. I play guitar.
I'm Sebastian Chamberlain. I play bass.
I'm Josh Alves. I play drums.
And we're on Front Row Live with Rob.
I'm super excited to finally hang out with you guys. I've been talking to Matt about you guys for the last couple months, and the record is incredible, Damn Soul, which is out now. And, you know, you guys had a change in sound, a little change in sound with this new record from Haunted Hunted. Haunted Hunted was a more popular sound. This one's a darker sound. What kind of, what was the reason behind going a little darker on this album?
Well, we sold our souls. We got fucked. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really know. It just kind of happened. It was like, it just felt right. Like the first song we wrote was Over It, which you can kind of tell the difference there because Over It's very poppy and which is kind of like Haunted Hunted in a sense. And then just from there, it just got darker and darker and darker. And it just kind of happened. I don't really know. It like, I don't know. I couldn't.
Just kind of turned out
That
way.
Kind of how it went.
Just kind of how it went.
Now with this record, this is the first time you guys actually worked with producers, John Espy and Aaron Edwards. What was it like going into the studio with a producer for the very first time? Like, was that intimidating? Was that challenging? What was your experience?
Honestly, it was very enjoyable. I actually learned a lot compared to like going to like the producers prior and then going to somebody who like knows what they're doing and has been in the industry for a minute. So it was very eye-opening for sure. So
as you guys went in to like record with the producers, like how did they kind of challenge you guys in creating the music that is on the record?
Pushing us really, like saying like, you know, you can do better. That's not good enough. Like try something different, try a different method, look at a different angle. It's really nice having like a voice behind you saying like, hey, like you can do better. Like you can definitely do better. And that was like a big one for Aaron and I, especially writing vocals. Like he would always sit there and be like, hey, like you can do better than that. Like I know that you have a better way to say what you're trying to say that isn't so blunt and is more like flowy and like metaphorical in a sense. And so he kind of sat there with me and like we would like I'd write something and we'd sit there and like rework it and he'd be like, well, why don't you try it like this? And like we flip back and forth and like go like on ideas and it just ended up happening. Everything, yes.
And with the lyrics, I mean, the lyrics are so personal. So being vulnerable to an audience, how do you get comfortable? How do you feel okay doing that?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, with Seb here. I'm still kind of working on it. I'm awful with my emotions. I'm awful at expressing them. I've never been good at it. It's something that is very new to me in a sense, and I'm still trying to like figure out how to necessarily say things without people thinking that I'm like psycho or something. But it's like I keep to myself a lot with a lot of things in my life, and it's like getting to write is like essentially my way of expressing those things since I don't talk about them and I just kind of keep them to myself. And it's like when I perform, I get to release those things that have been bugging me every single night. And it's like it's in a sense it's like therapeutic, So
but it is actually working for you.
Yeah. It's probably the happiest I've been in my life.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's incredible. Now, Mickett, for you, like going into the studio, like, what was your experience like in the production side and working on your music?
It was very like cut and dry. The way that me and the producers talk is very straight up. So it's kind of like, hey, this sucks. I'm like, okay, well, your idea sucks. Let's both come up with a different idea.
Right.
That's pretty much how it works. Yeah.
Sounds like an easy way of just recording.
Yeah. I mean, it's very ruthless, but at the same time, it's like
it gets shit done.
Yeah, good music is good music because it's ruthless sometimes.
Right.
Like you have to make the sacrifices that you do to be where you're at and to do the things that you do.
Right.
So,
as you guys are working on new material, well, when you guys were working on this record, do melodies come out first? Do lyrics come out first? Does it differ between every song?
I wasn't around for this record, but I can only speak for as far as like writing new material. I always kind of feel that we like to, it could be the start of like a drum idea, like a drum rhythm that we'll like think about while we're on tour, or it'll be coming from a lyrical rhythm or melody that Kaylee will have just singing, and then somehow that just kind of turns into whatever else we're writing. So you never really know what's coming first. It's just that if there's a cool idea, we latch onto it and we vibe off of each other, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, like yesterday we started from a chorus and then just started building the end first and then went to the beginning. Like, yeah, it's just kind of however it flows. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the same with recording, like the instrumentation? Do you guys do that usually? Like start from, the end, or is there like an actual like way of doing it?
There's usually just a breakdown first, and then from a breakdown, there's more breakdowns, and then blast beats. So I'm just joking. No, I don't know. It really, like I said before, it comes really random. Yeah. It really, really does, which is nice because it allows everyone to be free with it, which is awesome.
Now tell me a little more about Damn Soul, the album as a whole, the 10 tracks that are on there. Why were these tracks the perfect fit for this record, 1 and 2? Why were these the ones that you guys wanted to release to your audience?
Because they were good. No, we wrote a lot of songs for Damn Soul. Mickey and I especially just sat there and like grinded out a fudge ton of songs. Him especially with the instrumentals. And they were just right. I mean, all of them felt right. It was just, they all flowed together correctly. The message was there. Just everything about it was just was right.
Right.
I don't really know how else to express it except that it just felt good.
Now, with the change in sound, did that kind of make the writing process easier, harder? Was it the same? Did it change at all?
Like I said, it just happened. It was just how it happened. It never it's not like we forced it or we wrote what we were feeling at that moment. And Aaron and John helped us really, express it and mold it into what we were feeling or what we wanted. And it just happened. I don't know. It's so hard. It was like fate.
Right. Now, out of these 10 tracks, was there a specific track that was almost didn't make the cut for the record, or you guys kind of had to give it a new life?
Yeah, Misery Memory.
Why is that?
It's so vastly different too, and it's just all these songs are one I hate myself, but we can get through this together, and then it's just I love you, I don't know, it's just very. It fit, but it didn't at the same time. So
yeah, it was, we actually we were choosing between 2 different songs. There's a song that the title was called Devil, and then we went between that and Misery Memory, and we decided with Misery Memory because it was so much. It was on a significantly poppier side in comparison to Devil, where Devil kind of fit in with the Damn Soul gunslinger side, and we were well, we have enough of those. Let's just choose this one because realistically, personally, us as a band, we don't really necessarily think Misery Memory is the best song on the record. Do we hate it? A little bit. It just was it just really was it's something that we wrote and we liked it.
Yeah.
But when we were choosing between the 2, we were Misery Memory, which we don't regret it. It's just, we'll never write a song like that again.
And you'll probably never play it live then.
Actually, a lot of people want us to play that song.
It might be a situation where we might enjoy playing it more than listening to it. You never know. Some songs are just like that. Perfect example would be for Talayla. We didn't really know how we were going to start doing that live, but once we did, it became a very fun song to do. Very energetic, very emotional, and now it's just whatever it is now. So it could be one of those situations. Right. Not too sure yet.
You guys have been, actually, speaking of live, you guys have been on tour practically all year. That's what it seems like. And right now with Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, you guys are on a little break right now and then going back out in July. What has this tour life been like for you guys? And, how has that, how has that kind of changed the way that you think about the way you perform and the way that you write music today?
It's okay. So it's really weird because in a sense, we're so used to touring daily, sporadically in a sense, and they only tour Thursday through Sunday. So we kind of just sit from Monday to Wednesday.
Interesting.
Which is cool, but also at the same time not very cool because we kind of we just float. We float.
I literally die for those 3 days. It's just so boring. And you're stuck at a hotel or in a Walmart parking lot, and you're what do we do? Yeah. So.
But we're super thankful. This tour kind of just ended up happening and it, like, in a sense, like, we're really thankful to them for like allowing us to come and allowing us to be a part of this, because this is definitely the biggest tour we've ever done. So it's been pretty wild. Yeah.
The fact that it's you know, bigger stages, does that have you guys thought of, you know, a new setup for your live show? Did that kind of influence a new live show for you guys?
Yeah, no, I feel like because we knew that we were going to do, especially after the first leg of the tour, where I don't think we had lights on this first leg, right? It was the second leg that we started having lights. So when we started doing the first leg of the tour, we didn't have the same sort of style of production. But now that you know, we do have that availability, we're adding the lights, we're adding all these other different elements, and it's just, it makes it way more grander than what it used to be, which is really, really cool for us, but at the same time a huge headache, because I mean, it's like putting that stuff together and then making sure that the electricity in front of the stage can actually handle the lights and geysers and all that other stuff. So it's a challenge every day, but it totally makes it, which is awesome.
At least performance-wise too, with me and Mick, it's like we have so much more room to do things now. So like guitar swings are like, at least for me, my 6'2" ass, like mostly I'm already at the roof, you know, standing. So it's nice to be able to, you know, have the room for my daddy long legs to do what needs to be done. But it's cool. So.
Like I said, you guys go back in July.
I just pictured you sprouting out a bunch of different legs. Like, just like you have like 9 legs now.
So you guys are back on tour in July. What else is next for Rivals for 2018?
Oh my God, we have so much that we cannot say. It's gonna be a crazy fucking year. I'm really excited. We're so busy right now. There's so much stuff going on. We've started writing again, just because, kind of, and it's so much. There's so much stuff that I can't say. So
Yeah, it's one big secret right now, unfortunately.
but it's gonna be good. So
I'm sure it will. I mean, the record, like I said, I'm enjoying the record. I hope you guys are listening to the record too. It's called Damn Soul. It's out now, Smart Punk Records. And that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching here. I'm hanging out with Rivals, and please don't forget to subscribe.